welcome to day 20 of Vlogmas. Part of me is like, how are we here already? But we are, apparently. So, day 20, we're going to start off by unwrapping my gift for today, which will be, I'll get into it. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. I know what it is. The Real Deal by Caitlin Devlin. This one sounds so good. So I picked up this one earlier this year. This one is about a girl who at age 12 was plucked out of obscurity to kind of take part in this sort of reality TV show to turn these kids into like superstars. So she and 5 other girls were meant to be singers, dancers, actresses. At 26, Belle is trying to live anonymously, away from being loved or loathed. The public eye has never fully shut, and when a producer offers Belle a big paycheck to join a reunion special, she finds it hard to say no. If people are going to talk about that shocking final episode anyway, maybe this is an unexpected opportunity. Everyone watching thinks they know what happened, but only Belle knows what really happened. Away from the cameras and outside the editing room, is she ready to go back and confront her past? I'm so excited. This is like a kind of thriller, but also a sort of like contemporary thriller, I guess I'm going to call it. I'm very excited to read this one. I think it's going to be fantastic. But let's get into the video. So today, what I am doing is recapping my 2024 goals. And we're going to see how we've done. Spoiler alert, it's not that great. So I'm just gonna go through my reading goals. So I did have a few like personal goals and other like channel goals, which I'm not gonna go through because they're more kind of like personal things. Okay, so my reading goals, I had set myself 3 sort of like annual reading challenges, I guess. I have to get these ones on the other notebook. And I'm not convinced I did very well on these. So first of all, I had given myself 12 books that I thought were going to be 5-star predictions that I was planning on reading in 2024. I have not read all of them. I've read 6 of them. So first of all, House of Flame and Shadow, I have read that one. I did not give it 5 stars, but I do still maintain it. It was a 5-star prediction. Empire of the Damned by J. Christoph, I have not read it. I have been meaning to for most of the month, but I haven't read it. Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare, I have read it. It wasn't quite a 5 stars. I think it was about a 4.5. I did really enjoy it. It just didn't quite have that kind of 5-star energy. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, I haven't read. I just never got around to it. Wolf Song by TJ Klune, I have not read. Again, just never did. Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey, I gave 3 stars. It didn't work for me. Daybreak by Hannah Grace, 5 stars, loved it. I've written down Morning Star, but I mean Golden Sun because I got myself confused on what order the books are in the Red Rising trilogy, but I haven't read it anyway. Feybound by Sarah Aloifi, I have read this one. I read this one very early in January, and I think I gave it 4 stars. The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzu, I haven't read it. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star. I'm less confident on that one. I don't really know how it appeared on my 5-star prediction shelf other than just panic. Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee, I did read, 5 stars. Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, I didn't read. However, as you've seen already this month, I'm planning a Brandon Sanderson readathon from starting in January. So I'm not like stressed about that one because I didn't want to read it now. I want to read it in January. I then had my self-destruct shelf, and again, you'd have seen that one yesterday, but I read, of the 10 books on there, I read all bar 3 because the Dark Matter rolled over by accident, and it shouldn't have been on the list anyway. So I read 7 out of 10 books. I'm not going to go through them all because I went through them all yesterday. Then we've got my priority sequels. So again, I had 10 series on my list, and I was wanting to prioritize these series. Stormkeeper's Battle, I did read and finished off that series. Yay, go me. Well of Ascension, like I said, we've spoken about already. I didn't read it because I have changed my plans on that one. Jade War, read that one, finished off the series. The Atlas Paradox, I have read. I still need to read Atlas Complex, book 3 in the series. House of Flame and Shadow, I read. Morning Star, and again, I mean Golden Sun, again, have not read. Girls of Fate and Fury, I've read, finished off that series. Foul Heart Huntsman, I have not read. I've been meaning to read it last month. I'm meaning to read it this month. Still haven't read it. Blood Traitor by Lynette Nonny, I have read and finished off that series. And then Empire of the Damned by J. Christoph, I have not read. So in terms of my like goals for books read, I don't know. It's not the worst, but it's not the best, is it? I'm sort of like mid on that. But let's go to the other goals and see how we do. All right, so the goals I set loftily at the beginning of the year. I feel like we all do this in January. We're like, I'm going to do and achieve all of these things. And then February rolls around and we're like, ha 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 ha. I was a different person back then. I definitely was. So, my reading goals. Let's start with the scariest one. I had a goal that I wanted to haul less than 15 books a month or 180 in the year. Now, my stats are only up to the end of November. I already know that I have hauled too many in December because my haul shelf is overflowing. So I've got a little TBR cart here next to me, which has my TBR, my read books and my hauled books on it. And my haul shelf, which is the bottom shelf of this, is overflowing. It's now a pile on the floor as well. So I've hauled too many this month. So my average books that I've hauled each month has been 18. So I have not hit that target. This year, I've acquired 201 books. Like I said, I wanted 180 in the year. Now, I will say a lot of them, I've read 57 of them and I have unhauled 19 of them. That sounds really bad, but the thing is, I do get sent a lot of books like unsolicited through work as well. So there's 125 books left on my TBR. I can't really like spin this in any way other than I epically failed that. I think I am going to attempt another sort of haul reduction kind of challenge for next year, because I do want to stop buying all of these books because I'm out of room now. I don't want to put any more shelves in my house. I don't have room for any more shelves in my house. I have got one square, like one of these, space left in my bedroom. And other than that, I think everything is at capacity. I mean, I can like sort of double up some of these squares, of like this square here that I'm trying to point out here, has got like, could have books piled in front of it. Like there is a bit of capacity there, but basically everything is at capacity now. So I need to read and I need to be unhauling. I need to stop buying books. So there's that. That one, I do want to amend that one next year. And I have got some ideas on how I'm going to do that for 2025. My next goal was to start fewer than 10 series and finish at least 10 series. So I think I failed at that one as well. Let's have a look. At this point, I'm currently reading 40 series, and 2023 I was currently reading 37 series. So I have started more. So the Wheel of Time, I have started 14 series that I intend to continue this year. So yeah, that isn't to plan. However, I'm not super mad about it because I do want to be continue, like I read a lot of series anyway, and I do want to be continuing reading series, and I have got plans for these. In terms of books that I've finished, the series that I finished, I am going to count ones that are up to date. I'm going to count ones where I'm up to date, other than the ones where I've only read book one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've finished 12 series and I've DNF'd 7 series. So I do feel like that's a positive, like that's a net positive. I have finished, or like up to date finished, DNF'd, got series off my currently reading list more than I'd read. Although those numbers don't entirely add up, right, do they? But yeah, I'm not mad about this one. I'll be totally honest, I'm not mad about this one because I have made a lot of progress in a lot of series this year. And again, I have got plans for series for 2025 as well, which you'll find out about probably in January when I do my 2025 goals video. And then my final reading goal was to read or post about arcs. Nice and vague, did not do it. I haven't read very many arcs this year. I'm so bad at reading arcs. Let me just have a little look on here. 35 take away 12 is 23. I read 23 arcs this year, and to be honest, the majority of them were because I had to read them for work. So again, arcs are something that I want to prioritise for 2025. I am very fortunate to be sent arcs, so I feel like I really have got to prioritise reading them as well, because currently I don't prioritise it, and that's, to be honest, it's a little bit shitty of me really, isn't it? So I think they were all of my like reading goals. I had also got a goal for YouTube to get to 500 subscribers. I'm not there yet, so if you haven't yet subscribed, if you would like to subscribe, that would be grand. Thanks so much, love you. So yeah, in terms of my reading goals, I didn't hit any of them, let's be honest. I didn't do quite as well as I wanted to. However, I do also think that I did okay. Like I attempted all of them. But let me know how you did on your 2024 goals. Did you hit any of them? Did you set any of them? What are you going to be setting for your 2025 goals? Have you started to think about that yet? If you like this video, please leave me a like, subscribe down below. If you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know you are here, leave me like the checkbox emoji because, you know, we've checked something off our list. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.